Open worlds are numerous in the modern landscape of gaming. But where did they come from and where are they going? Anywhere and everywhere, since that's the point of an open world. To discover where they truly originated from and how they came to be, we have to travel all the way back to a truly ancient time known as the 1980s. Our first stop on this magnificent journey is in 1984. Two developers by the name of David Barbaran and Ian Bell created Elite, which is a game about trading in space. As you can tell from this footage, it is very archaic and bare bones, but it is one of the first nonetheless. This is one of the very first games where developers gave a player an entire world to explore. Now, it is technically a whole galaxy, but you get the gist. It was limited and archaic, but it had an impact nonetheless. We must continue to traverse. In 1986, a little game you might have heard of named The Legend of Zelda came onto the scene. This game is responsible for so many things in modern gaming, including action-adventure, saving, puzzles. The reason this game was so influential at the time was nothing had been done to this scale before. It was completely revolutionary for the time. The viewer, you may be asking, that's not very open world. And you're right, it isn't. But the expanded linear levels gave way to what future developers could imagine. And since the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES, was the best-selling console of that era, all eyes were on Nintendo for the creation of this new genre, although it wasn't actually them. Nevertheless, in the late 80s to the early 90s, and even up into the 2000s, Nintendo were on the top of their game, and in 1996, they kept their throne with the release of the Nintendo 64, which was revolutionary for the gaming industry. The 64 representing the 64-bit processor housed in the console. This allowed for true 3D games, which was huge for game developers. With this release, the next great milestone for open worlds has been unlocked, as another Nintendo classic, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Now you may be saying, that isn't open world either, and that's true. But let me tell you, it was hugely inspirational for the next generation of gaming. With this more powerful processor, Nintendo could fit more into each level, and with some of the levels, they acted as mini open worlds. For example, when you are placed in Hyrule Field. Yes, this is technically not open world in the traditional sense, but you can see the early ideas beginning to form. With this, we move into the next era, the 2000s. This era was the birth of the piss filter. I'm just joking, of course, but it was truly revolutionary in the fact that so many great, amazing franchises were created and had some of their best entries in this decade. With the utilization of the PS2 and the Xbox 360's more powerful processor, these games could get even bigger. We're talking about games like GTA 3 and San Andreas, Far Cry, and Just Cause, just to name a few. With this next generation, worlds could get bigger, more detailed, and we're on the cusp of what I believe is the golden age, the 2010s and 2020s. Think about the amazing lineup of games that have been released in those decades. I could sit here all day and list out 1,000 games from these decades that are amazing, but I will name a couple. First, we have GTA 5, we have Fallout New Vegas, Minecraft, Marvel's Spider-Man, Far Cry 3, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3, and Skyrim. The list could go on and on. These games have all released in the last 10 or 15 years. These games are, to some and to most, generational. The impact they have are infallible. These are some of people's favorite games of all time. The recent age of gaming has been literally full of open worlds, although for better or worse. People love these fuckers, man. Just recently, a major discourse in the gaming community was that people were upset that that new Wolverine game wasn't going to be open world. But this all begs the question, why? I mean, why do developers continue to try to push the scope of open worlds? I mean, just a couple months ago, Crimson Desert looked too good to be true. A huge open world with tons of features. I mean, people were ecstatic about it. But again, why? Why do we love them so much? Why do we crave them? Since the beginning, game developers have been trying to give players an expansive, open world to sink their teeth in. If we recall to the beginning of this video, I know, a long way back, in the early 80s, when video games were just a couple pixels on the screen, they were attempting to make worlds to explore. But with advancing technology and increasing power, slowly they could create bigger and more detailed worlds, each game acting as a building block for the next. But the question still begs, why? I believe the answer lies deep within us. Humans crave a new horizon, another mountain to climb. We are infinitely curious about what's over the next ridge. A quote that sums this up perfectly is this. When George Mallory, a famous mountaineer, was asked why summit Mount Everest, he simply replied, "Because it's there." In the same way our early ancestors saw many people leave the shore to never return, yet set sail anyway, there is a part in all of us, a hunger to push into the unknown. That is why I believe the open worlds are so satisfying for us. It enlightens that deep, human part of our brain that is built into our very DNA. This is why we see early and modern developers push so hard for an open world design. These developers want to create a world to be explored for infinite next ridges. This is why they are so popular, incredibly popular as of now. We crave them. It's easy to say that open worlds are overdone, overused, and are a crutch for lazy developers. And although sometimes this is the case, don't get me wrong, but when you boot up your favorite open world game and you are greeted with a beautiful, expansive world to explore, you cannot disagree that something about it feels right. Like it scratches an itch that's reaching farther than just the pixels on the screen. It scratches a part of you that nothing else can. I think that's the beauty of it. It gives us a connection to something deeper, something that rarely gets itched. When I load up Red Dead Redemption 2 and I see the beautiful sun hit off these beautiful ridges, it fills me with a sense of joy that rarely games do. When I can ride my horse around a beautifully crafted world, or load into Minecraft and every mountain is different, or New Vegas and I can find new NPCs, or discover some place I never knew existed. It feels like I'm Christopher Columbus, discovering the new world, a new world. It gives us that feeling of stumbling upon something that no one's ever seen before. That feeling is incredibly hard to capture with just words. You must experience it. Go out and feel it. Play an open world. Play your favorite open world and soak in the details. You can almost feel the real human hours put into every shrub, every tree. How it feels so alive. Thank you for watching, so much. And if you enjoyed, it would mean so much to me if you liked and subscribed. And I hope you have a good day.